Welcome back to another TK Breezy video. Unfortunately, my chat is not working, so you see all this empty space. It's just gonna be there, bro. But yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Thanks for watching on the live stream, which, by the way, if you haven't come to live stream, it's twitch.tv/TKBreezy. You can go ahead and hit that follow and subscribe right now. We very much appreciate that. But yeah, let's go get into some stories today. So unfortunately, the first story that we do have is some sad news. We are found out that four-time Smash Con combo contest winner Prince likely has pancreatic cancer. And Prince says, I think the chance of pancreatic cancer is about 95%. If this were the case, the survival rate will be deathly low, and the medical costs would be prohibitive, so I wouldn't treat it. So, you know, definitely, you know, if that whole, like, you know what, we're sick, and I think I just got to hold that because I don't have the money to deal with it. So we got some more stuff that says he went more into detail on his other account. I have a low-grade fever that lasts forever, dull pain on the left side of my solar plexus, dull pain in the right hip to back, rapid weight loss, diarrhea, frequent urination, no diabetes yet, no jaundice, no vomiting. I recently had another blood test, so it all depends on that. I wonder if by some miracle it will stay as chronic pancreatitis. The low-grade fever is too suspicious, so we got, I believe it's a 5% chance to survive 5 years, and says yes, but if you survive pancreatic cancer for 5 years, it's likely because you got rid of it. It's a fast killer. Yeah, it's like either the 5% comes through clutch, or, you know, this might be it for him, and that kind of sucks. You know, the cancer fucking sucks. There's no real like good words I can really drop out here outside of saying that fucking sucks, and cancer is ass. But yeah, man, I hope for the best for Prince, and I hope that like somehow this 5% does come through, and if not, I hope he lives a very peaceful life to the very end. Up next we have, I don't really feel like this is an actual story, but because of how the Smash community ended up being a story. So basically, Blank, a Brazilian player, a Smash player from Brazil, or she said, people asking me if I'm trans just because I play Smash and I'm good are cringe as fuck. I was born a girl and will always be a girl. Yes, I have a deep voice, and yes, I'm tall. What the fuck do you want? My birth certificate, ovulation cycle. These motherfuckers still won't believe me. Fuck you. So this was like a split of people understanding what she's saying and then other people trying to call her transphobic, and I think that's like a super huge reach to call her transphobic. Now, I do think that she could have worded this way better, and I said that the first time I watched this video, or I saw this tweet, and I thought, you know, hey, that was, you know, probably could have worded that a little better. That's a little off. I don't like just throwing out the label transphobic for somebody who definitely has no like real issue, I think, with trans people, and may, you know, just misspoke. In fact, you know, the next tweet after that was one that she tried to clarify. So, but before we get into that, let's look at some of the reactions here, because reactions are always something. So Pumpkinhead Ben says, kind of glad my scene doesn't read so deep into people when it comes to pressing good buttons on a controller, because what the fuck are some of these comments? Smash Twitter is insane sometimes. And yeah, we actually had transphobic people coming out. So unfortunately, this is what happens when we let men call themselves women. Nobody can trust a woman slightly outside of their preconceived boxes of what a woman is. That's transphobic. And then you have, I also don't get why the Smash community is obsessed with the whole being trans thing. So many Smash players identity revolves around it. It's like, yes, that's kind of like the point. Like, I identify as whatever I identify as. So like that's genuinely the point of that thing. Like, if you were, you know, assigned male at birth, but you identify as a woman, then yes, of course that's your identity. You're a woman. Like, I don't but you know, that we got pretty good interactions from that anyway. So you got Dara be like, and then there it is. So this guy likes, I can't believe people are getting so upset over pronouns. When I see a dude dressed like a chick, it's still a he. When I see a chick dressed like a dude, it's still a she. So what? And so yeah, this person is just shitty. And yeah. Now Blank dropped another tweet. And this is the tweet that they dropped on top of their original tweet. This is like a quote tweet of their first one. It says, people are getting the wrong idea from this. I got frustrated at people assuming something I'm not. I'm not trans. I never said that there was anything bad in being trans like anyone. I don't like being misgendered. Some people really just assume that if you're a girl, good at the game, and get results, that must mean you're trans. That's my main takeaway. Also, when I said asking me, I really meant assuming. I may have came out too aggressive with my choice of words, and I'm sorry, but that just denotes how frustrating it can be. And so Alice says, I don't love the wording here. It's not misgendering, but I don't think it's maliciously misused. She has every right to be upset. I'm a trans woman, and I would not like strangers coming up to me and asking if I'm trans. That's not okay to question. That's not an okay question to ask someone you don't know. And I think that's literally like the take that everyone should have taken from this. Like, yeah, okay, could she have worded it better? 100% she should have worded it. She could have worded this better. But out of frustration, you know, you're not always gonna have the best words that you can, you know, you're not gonna have the best words off the top of your head. And on top of that, this is her second language. This is Blank's second language. So, you know, people are trying to be like, oh, it's not an excuse, but I mean, bro, it is. Like, you know, I'm currently still in the process of trying to learn a second language. Well, not trying to learn, trying to reuse my second language of Spanish. And yeah, some of my sentences sound stupid as fuck because I gotta dumb it down to a way that I can get it out because I know all the words that I'm trying to say. And sometimes that's just what happens when you speak two languages. So yeah, I think anybody who's like trying to really make her out to be like some threat or some, you know, call her transphobic, I think you're reaching for sure. And I'm, you know, if you don't agree with me, you can talk about it in the comments below. But I do think that those people are reaching and just trying to get their little dunks off on Twitter when this person definitely has 100% reason to be upset. And this goes into a bigger conversation that like, she's not the one who was the issue here. It's the people that even got her to this point that are the issue. That's transphobic. You're like, women can't beat me unless at some point in time they were not women. Like, that's transphobic. You know what I mean? Because, you know, obviously at some point in time they're using their man genes. That's how those people are coming off, and that's fucking insane. Because no, you know. Anyway, so yeah, that's my take on that. And you know, you want to chat about it in the comments below, definitely do such. But you know, if you say some dumb shit, I am going to say you're saying some dumb shit. So anyway, speaking of dumb shit, let's talk about the last story here. We got Yez, who this story actually kind of came with the like I'd say like a pretty good ending. But yeah, this kind of all starts way back here. So Yez, for probably like a month or so I think people have been kind of calling him, like saying he's been saying some creepy stuff or like and whatnot. And to be honest, like he has been saying some pretty creepy shit. But like, let's go back to where I think this story can kind of start. So Yez says, I'll keep this short. I'm taking a break from Smash Ultimate Competitive in order to focus on my future career goals, Japanese Korean fluency degree. I don't know how long this break will be. I won't be attending the majors or locals during the time. Please be understanding. To which, you know, obviously some people joked on him or whatever. He made a lot more tweets after this, but he erased them that he was like, yeah, fuck this community, blah, 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 this good stuff, right? So Joy says, thinking about how he sent me money to hang out with him alone in his hotel room in the middle of the night, right? So this was the exchanges between Joy at main stage, I think 2021. Or Yes says, I noticed you have cash stuff on your Twitter, and I was wondering if I paid you 50, would you hang out with me today? I was the guy who spoke to Wadi about some army stuff. And she says, you want to pay me to hang out with you? And then I remember, he says, pretty much. Does it sound crazy? And she says, I definitely never gotten that request before. Do you mean like hang out or like, you know, sexual stuff? And he says, if I wanted sex, I would have given you $300 or more. So, you know, that's already a red flag, you know. And then he says, hey Joy, do you need more money to come to my hotel place tonight, or would that be too much? Let me know how you feel about it. If you want to come hang with me and what time. I have good money and I want to be as respectful as possible to you as I can. And she says, I don't know, I've never done this before, it's a little spooky. And he says, oh, if I send $100 more, can I convince you to come over, Joy? Which that's not helping the situation here, brother. And then she says, let me get food first, I'll think about it. He says, okay, no worries. And then he says, also, don't worry, I'm not a bad person. I'm in the army, and I can tell you all about what I do and what me and Wadi talk about usually. Which, again, I'm gonna be real with you right now. Do not tell me. Don't worry, I'm in the army is not gonna sell me, bro. I'm sorry. In fact, that would have put me more on guard. There's two niggas I'm on the fence with, and it's military niggas and it's religious niggas, bro. I'm always like, you always gonna catch me with the side eye, bro. And the only reason I'm like that is because I grew up in both those areas, bro. Both my parents are military. We did a lot of moving around. I seen a lot of crazy shit. And then yeah, religious niggas, when they go overboard, like they go off the deep end. So yeah. I don't know. We got That's Really Sweet. Says, no worries. I'm grabbing food and then bringing it back with me. Heading to my hotel now. Holiday Inn, Ontario, room 321. If you can't come, it's okay. I sent you 150 about 30 minutes later. And then says, I don't know if it's enough money to have you spend time with me. Let me know if you need more. And then he says, hey, are you asleep? Like an hour later. And then he says, guess tomorrow we can hang out. Good night. So all that happened. Obviously they didn't hang out, but still the metrics behind that fucking weird, right? So That's not the only time he's done that, because Sailor Magatron also says, girl, was this at main stage? He was asking me to hang out too, and was the same room number in hotel. She said, yeah, it was at main stage. And so obviously, rightfully so, he's going to be getting, you know, fucking joked on by the tweets here. Y'all can definitely slow him down. Brett, I know, was one of the people who called him out before, just be like, hey, bro, you kind of on some weird shit. That wasn't the play. So I want to go back and see the Sailor Magatron one too, because there's more context to that part of the story. So if you go, damn, wow, this, I wasn't expecting to see this. So sad how many men lack confidence in themselves when it comes to women because they think they need money, muscles, or manipulation, when the most attractive things you can do is show legitimate interest in her as a person and maintaining a mid-tier. That's facts. That's why I play Wii Fit. Anyway, here we go. He asked me to at the same event. Why didn't he offer me money? And is like, if we can hang out later at my hotel, I'll buy you stuff. I'll buy stuff for you, my treat. And she says, were you able to find the hotel? Thank you. I'll let you know. I'm going to try some friendlies tomorrow. He says, yeah, I found it. I'll be here at the hotel. Get that practice in and let me know what's up. If you ever need me, I'm in room 321. And he said, you know, they talk about their results. And he says, guaranteed 65th. I'm trying to do my best. How are you? Are you okay? I wonder if you're still at the venue. And then he says, bro, I can't believe I keep missing you. Okay, don't worry. I'm sure that I will see. We shall see each other back at the hotel or something. Hey, you're at the hotel. Yeah, I am tired. I feel that. Do you want to chill with me or bit or no? She says, honestly, I just want to pass out. My body's hurt. I'm an old lady. So he didn't go too crazy with Sailor Magatron, but the fact that he's doing it to two different people at the same tournament, kind of crazy. So all that happens. And then Yes comes back and says all of this, which I didn't read yet. So we're all going to read it together. Anyway, Yes says, thank you for clicking on the link. At least read what I have to say. This will be a lot to write, so I ask that you please bear with me and read until the end. I want to start by saying that I do not deny any of the screenshots that were posted by Joy or Sailor. You know what? Starting off right. We're starting off right. I like the fact. I like someone who would just be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie about it, or contact the felt worried or harassed in any way. It was 100% not my intention to harass anyone or cause anyone to feel pressure in any type of way. I will not make excuses for my behavior. However, I feel that it's important for me to for people to understand what I was going through during this time period. I want people to know why I was taking these drastic actions in hopes of combating my loneliness. 2021 was the year that I divorced from my ex-wife. That was the lowest point in my entire life. I'd never been more depressed or sad almost every day before the incident happened. I briefly spoke about it when it happened, but after that, I never brought it up again because the memories are extremely painful to relive. I was extremely lonely, depressed, and I desperately wanted to be in any type of relationship again. I was willing to do anything to get a girl to like me or even spend time with me. When I noticed that Joy had a Cash App, Venmo, and OnlyFans on her account, it led me to believe that I could potentially spend time with her. But I thought, okay, well, I ain't like that. You know, because OnlyFans does not mean that this person will fuck anything that moves, bro. That's I need to state that one more time. You know, sex work is just sex work. You can literally be asexual or whatever and still do sex work. If you're just like, I'm hot and people will pay money to look at me being hot, sick. But I thought the catch was that I had to give her money. That was completely different with Sailor, as she did not have methods of payments on her profile. This led me to believe that I did not have to give money to spend time. Instead, I thought it was a regular hangout with no money involved unless she asked. At the time, for both individuals, I thought I was being respectful and transparent, but I completely understand if it came across in a different way. I sincerely apologize for that. When I was at the tournament, I saw Joy sitting with a friend of mine, and I wanted to talk to him and see how he was doing. It was also during that time that I spoke to her as well for a very short time period. This was one of the reasons that I was comfortable contacting her, because we had a mutual friend. As for Sailor, I asked her to hang out at the tournament as shown in the DMs, but I respect her response and it never happened. I want people to know that I didn't do anything like this anymore, and I have learned from my past mistakes. Close friends helping me in counseling sessions. I know what this means going forward, and I'm genuinely sorry that I let you all down. Lastly, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I made a post about it already. After much consideration, I will not be competing at SSB anymore, nor will I associate with the community. I contemplated quitting many times in the past, and after recent months, I've reached a breaking point. Not because of this situation, but because this game and this community has negatively impacted my life. I need to focus on more important things and building real life skills. Thank you for reading. This won't happen again. I apologize to anyone who I've made feel uncomfortable. Okay, first off, I'm with it. I'm with it, like, of you going about like trying to better yourself as you know, as a young man, and you know, realizing that the community is maybe not doing you any favors, right? So I'm with it for that. like, not to give him any leeway because I still think these are dumb reasons, but I know exactly what he's talking about, coming out of a rough breakup and just kind of do anything to like kind of appease that loneliness. I've definitely done those. I've definitely had that moment too after like me and my recent ex broke up, where I was just like lonely, bro. Like, and it's just like, you know, I started up my dating apps, talking to people I didn't even like and shit like that, just to like, you know, feel something or whatever, right? But I think once you cross over to this point, like, I think you've went too far. So, you know, I definitely had my bad moments as well, but normally that just ends up being like me trying to drink the pain away, which also isn't good, which is also why I don't drink as much as I used to anymore. You know, just you make dumb decisions when you're sad and drunk at the same time. So, not a fan of that. But, you know, I will commend him for being like, I need to go and focus on more important things and do better in life. Now, the worst part about this, I don't think, oh, he's gone. Damn. Well, that was a live update. What the fuck? He's not a bad looking dude, man. He's not a bad looking dude, bro. Like, I don't think you had to go that crazy to, you know, to find a girl, man. Like, he's a fit dude, you know. He's got nice build. He's not a bad looking dude. So I just, you know, I feel bad that he felt like he had to go that level to get somebody to hang out with him. You know what I mean? But so Joy comes back and says, you didn't really do anything that bad to me. I just thought it was really weird and you randomly blocked me. So I just made what I thought was a funny tweet. It was not to like cancel you or blow up or whatever. It was mostly just funny to me at this point. I would like to say I didn't have an OnlyFans at the time or any other like lewd adult service. I started that this year. I had my Cash App connected to my Twitter account because it was a new Twitter feature around my B-Day, but I was not doing anything like that at the time. I'm glad you're doing better now and can acknowledge it was weird behavior though. I will say I got a couple messages from other women in the community internationally that had much worse interactions with you than what I posted. And while I really want to hear what you have to say about that, they don't feel comfortable coming forward, and I respect that decision on that. So, you know, likely there are some other situations where, you know, he pulled this as well, but it seems like that's really not a thing. So yeah, I just, you know, it really doesn't matter in the long, you know, the grand scheme of things. I think that's just a big reach if you're trying to like make it be like, oh, he's had to delete himself from the internet. Like, it's not that serious, bro. Like, nothing happened between the person. He did some weird behavior. We called him weird. He was like, damn, I'm fucking weird. I'm gonna leave. End of story. End of story, bro. Like, that's legitimately it. So, I guess bottom line for this one is like, yeah, I just hope, you know, Yes, like, is able to kind of turn his life around, bro. Like, I don't want to see the man, you know, end up getting chastised to the end of the earth. Sounds like he realized he did some weird shit, and hopefully he goes to therapy for it, and you know, then he does meet someone naturally and is able to have the relationship that he's looking for and whatnot. But I will say though, there was a couple of things. There was a couple people that were coming out trying to get their little dunks just to like get their dunks. And it had nothing to do with these situations. And those are the people I really don't fucking like. You know what I mean? Like, yes, here we go. It's unfortunately from technicals, but yes. This type of shit is lame. So, adding my contribution to Yes screens, here's him raging on a 15-year-old over Smash Wi-Fi because he expected unprompted constant advice, right? Is this weird? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can call it weird. You know, he's tight over something. It's the game or whatever. But what the fuck does this have to do with him being weird to women? Like, this screen didn't need to be leaked. Like, you're just, oh yeah, I gotta go ahead and let me go ahead and get my dunk out as well. I thought that was so fucking lame, bro. That shit's lame as hell, bro. Bro, this is where you are, and this is where the subject is, bro. Say you're out of pocket, bro. You're out of pocket, bro. You missed the point. And yeah, I'm not a fan of that type of I'm not a fan of that type of dunking. But to come out of left field with some DMs that you most likely have been holding forever just to like try to also put some more dunk on Yes, as if he already wasn't, you know, buried, was fucking stupid, and that's lame as shit. So nah, that's lame, dog. You're lame for that. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like, follow, and subscribe. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thanks. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll have more stuff to talk about more often because we always do. Till next time, peace.